should this be a story where we're like, aww? I think not. I think this should be a story where the storyteller doesn't get tripped.
Funny story.
So this story happened, oh, let's see, probably at least a long time ago. It was before they had a piano. Can you imagine that? No piano? How about maybe before they had a guitar? Any of you guys know what a guitar is?
Yes.
Well, there's no guitars in this story, so sorry. But this story, there is a family. And this family had a very wise father. And this father knew the meaning of love. This father loved his family so much. So, and as our father makes his way to the stage, he had two daughters that he loved very, very much. So, Mr. Father, how much do you love your children? Very much. Very much or very, 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 very much? Very, 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 very much. So, and let's see, what is your first daughter's name?
Susie.
Susie. Susie. And your second daughter's name is?
Shanae.
Your name is what?
Shanae.
Shanae. So we have Susie and Shanae. Now, you see, Susie was the oldest daughter. She was always very obedient. She loved doing whatever her dad told her to do. And one of her favorite things to do was dusting. She would dust and dust and dust and dust and one thing for sure is she was happy. She loved doing what she was doing. She found her spot in life where she was just happy. Now, Shanae was easily distracted. She would get bored. She got tired of doing the same thing. And dusting was just not her thing. She could care less about dusting. In fact, she hated dusting so much, she threw away her duster. The one daughter loved dusting and she was very obedient. She just was really happy. And the other daughter got really bored. She kept getting bored. And she got so bored that she started getting tired of her family. And all of a sudden, the horrible thing that we can't even imagine, she started to not like her family. She started to lose her love for her family. Now, that is a sad thing because her father and her sister loved her so much. But she just did not want to accept God's love and her family's love. So one day, she was so bored, she went to her dad and said, "Give me my inheritance that I may do what I want." Now, you guys know what an inheritance is? Inheritance is basically all the wealth that your parents have, and they give it to you when they die. So she wanted it before he died because she was so selfish. So she said, "Yo, Dad, give me my inheritance." not know why his daughter wanted to leave and take the inheritance. But as much as he loved his daughter, he was willing to give her half of his inheritance because the other half was for his other daughter. So he gave her half of the inheritance, which was lots.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, kids.
She had to have self-control with some of the inheritance.
That's your half of the inheritance.
So, with the inheritance, she spent it and bought crazy fun things. She just went out and bought tons of stuff that she always wanted that she never got. And so,
Old-fashioned stuff, you take it, Dad.
So, as she was buying her stuff, she decided she was going to leave. She was done. She had her inheritance. She is going. But first, her father and sister decided to go and go shopping for a while.
For more dusters.
For more dusters.
Hope I never see you again.
So one day, the Shanae. The other thing is, Shanae never really liked her name. She got bored of that too. So she changed her name to Coo. What? Her name was now Coo, because she thought she was really cool now. So as she was traveling to her new place where she's to be enjoying all of her wealth, she met some new friends. Friends that didn't want to work either. Friends that were bored. Friends that wanted to just be with her and just have a good time. So she started sharing all of her wealth with her new friends. Friends that were also bored. They started playing and all of a sudden Cool saw her friend's hair and was in awe. So she was going wild. She was having way too much fun. And all of a sudden, her friends were having fun, and they just kept enjoying her wealth, and they were spending it. They were staying at a really nice hotel, eating the best food, and freeze. Does Cool know that her money's not gonna last forever?
No.
Does she think that this money is just going to keep coming and so she can keep spending?
No.
Do you think she's going to run out?
Yes.
What's going to happen if it does?
She'll get bored.
So, one day, her friends started to get bored with Cool. And they decided that they melted and they were unfrozen. And they were getting bored, and they just started realizing.
What do you want to play now? How about Frisbee?
Oh no.
Frisbee?
No, actually we already played that last week, so we cannot play it again.
Oh, we can play.
Sorry.
We can play. You can give me your inheritance.
We already played that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
We do it. Yes, do the coat.
No.
Yes.
What? Give me back my stuff, man. I'm keeping it.
All of a sudden, her friends started taking what she had, and all of a sudden, she didn't have her wealth anymore. Her friends had the same selfish motives, that they wanted it all. So their friends got it all and they promptly left. And she tried to chase them, but they got away way too fast. And all of a sudden she was standing in the middle of her hotel room. And she realized, uh-oh. She's like, they just took all of everything. And she was like, no. And then she was sitting in her room trying to figure out what to do. Then all of a sudden, she was given a big, big bill. She had the biggest bill she's ever seen in her life. But the thing is, she didn't have any money to pay. She lost it all. How much does she have anymore of her inheritance?
No!
Nothing. She spent it all with her friends. She was having a good time. And now it's all gone.
I'm tired.
So she got kicked out of her hotel because she couldn't pay her bill. So all of a sudden, oh my. So she was getting so hungry. She's like, you know, I might have to get a job. She's like, oh, I hate jobs.
I need to get a job. Can you pay me to eat?
Can I pay you to eat? She was getting so hungry. So then one day, she found a place where she could work. And this place to work, she wasn't even gonna get paid. They were just gonna give her food. And she was like, that's fine. I'll just work for the food.
I'll do anything.
So, did you know what her job was? Her job was, she had to feed pigs. Not only feed the pigs, she had to